Pornography, masturbation is what I'm here to talk about today. As always, I'm honest with you guys about my journey, about my struggles, where I've been, what I've been through. And to be perfectly honest, pornography is played such a big part of my life. I was like 3 years old, 4 years old when I found my dad's Playboys. And I've always had it in my head that that's why I fell in love with blondes my whole life. But that's here nor there. But porn has always been a part of my life, man. And the older I got, the worse it got, obviously, with technology, that shit being on your phone and just easy access, right? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you can watch porn. This stuff has injured my life so many times. Me and my wife have fought so many times. There was a time I was convinced I could not go to sleep unless I rubbed one out or got laid. And when you're fighting with your wife about pornography, obviously she's not going to give you none. So what do? You rub one out, man. It's been known to me for a while, right? All it is the dopamine rush that you're looking for. But then it hit me that all I'm trying to do is clear my mind so that I can go to sleep. Or even, I mean, there's times during the day that I'm like, man, I just want to clear my mind and shit. Looking at some sounds great. It's horrible. It's horrible. And what I've found, oddly, and I'm not promising TMS is going to take this away from you quickly or anything like that. But between TMS and Jesus Christ, I don't look at porn anymore. I was sitting with my wife the other day. I mean, it's probably 6 months ago now. And she was asking me, there was a time when she was so afraid to go through my phone just because she knew what she was going to find, And it wasn't so much of me texting other women or anything like that, even though there was a time that, she like required to go through my phone to make sure I wasn't talking to other girls. But there was a time when she was like, if she needed to look something up online and her phone was over there, she would make me do it because she didn't want to see what was going to pop up, And how horrible that is to be married to that. Like, I can't even imagine. It actually kind of breaks my heart thinking about the things that I put her through with just this. But we were sitting there and we were talking, and I was telling her, like, honestly, baby, like, no, I do know that because of TMS and the amount of time it takes me to fall asleep now that I've done TMS, that's not even part of the equation. Like, when I lay down, I'm out. And that's all thanks to TMS, like, hands down. So that's out of the question, right? Like, I'm good, but then the calming of the brain aspect. I don't need that dopamine rush. I don't need that distraction because my brain is tuned. My thoughts are clear. And so when we were sitting there talking about it, and this is the first time, I've been with this woman for almost 16 years now, and we've been through so much. But it was the first time that I could honestly, without lying, look at her and just with a open heart and a clear mind, have this conversation with her and smile and honestly just tell her, like, baby, that's not the man you're married to anymore, And just the joy that comes from that, the peace that comes from that. There's nothing better. Again, without TMS and my faith, I'm not this person. Without those two, I'm not sitting here talking to you about being caught rubbing one out in the garage because I couldn't go to sleep. her waking up, her husband's not in the bed, and her knowing that I'm in the garage and walking out and busting my ass time and time again, you know? Like, what a horrible place to be. I know I'm not the only one that deals with these things, struggles with these things. And that's why I wanted to come in here and shoot this. I did call her before I shot this and we laughed because in so many ways, it's crazy for me to come in here and just be honest like this. But that is the point of I Talk TMS. That is the whole point of this channel, this journey of me just sharing not only my struggles, but the triumph of overcoming these horrible spots in my life. And ultimately just the entire journey, the beautiful journey that this has taken me on, the road that I've traveled down to get here and be the man that I am today, and the blessing that I can come in here and just share these things with you guys. It's probably my favorite part of this. I love sharing the doctors and the educationals and all that stuff and the different technologies that I do experience. But when it comes down to sharing my personal testimony and my walk with TMS, I think that's where I get the biggest joy. I don't know about you guys. I love talking to you guys. So if you got something you want me to touch on, man, let me know in the comments. I'll happily come in here, fire up the cameras, and we could talk about it. But I wanted to tell you, man, if you're struggling with porn addiction, there is a better way. I mean, when it comes down to it, addiction is addiction. Gambling, drugs and alcohol, porn, it's all just an addiction. And when I think about addiction, it's just that dopamine hit that you're looking for. And when you think about it that way, all you're trying to do is either escape this thing or fire this thing or feel something other than pain, trauma. And that's what TMS does. It takes those from you. You know, I said it so many times, it's like boiling an onion. You know, you throw that onion in some hot water and you just watch those layers just fall away. And those are things we don't have to carry, man. I carried mine for a long time. And there's no benefit to it. Let it go. Let it go, man. We don't need that shit in our lives. And there's so much life to live outside of that trauma, outside of that pain. You don't need it, man. And TMS can help you get rid of it. As always, man, do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe, all those wonderful YouTube things. It does help me out. It keeps me going. I don't make $1 on this shit, but I have a true passion of sharing this stuff with you guys. And when you guys do that on your side, it does let me know that I'm doing the right thing, which I do believe that I am. So other than that, do me a favor and make it a great day.